Hello and welcome back to another session of Websies. It's Byron speaking, and this time I'm trying to add another field here, a page here that allows to just download Rust compilers for all platforms. And maybe let's see how this could be done. So I have Rust Bootstrap, Angular Bootstrap, which provides me with plenty of possibilities here. So I could use buttons for this and have icons for the individual operating systems like Linux, Windows, OS X. That would work, but maybe I get inspired by something I see here. Drop-down would be simple and good. I could pre-fill the drop-down. And then, I think that would be easy. A big fat download thing in a Jumbotron. Yeah, that could be something. And then it's just a download link thingy. So I wouldn't have to implement anything really. Just an href here. So nothing happens if it's clicked or anything. Yeah, progress bar. I don't need tabs. I don't need. Yeah, I think Jumbotron plus drop down could be it. A big fat download button. Install Rust installers. Okay. This one. Let's try this one. All right. Drop down using template, drop down on body. Yeah. So button drop down. What do you say? Button group. UIB drop down, single button. Where's the button drop down? Here. Okay. So it's a div, drop down, append to body. I see. Toggle drop down. So we need support, a little bit of support for this, but that probably isn't a big deal here. JavaScript. Yeah, in a way, that's something I could imagine as well, huh? Instead of having it all one after the other. But on the other hand, who cares? It's fine what I have. Good enough. So toggle drop down. Stop pagination. Wow. Status is open. Okay. Okay, so this is like that. So here put the stuff and it's just not opened. And maybe if it's closed, it's automatically not shown. Something like that is open. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's do that. Let's put it in. So here we go with install. Rust installers. Yeah, it will be interesting how Grunt handles these because I don't want to check them in. I also don't want it to be problematic for anyone to download them, so it should work. I don't know. I will have to see how I host this eventually. Probably it would be a good idea to put it on Travis just for testing. And yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. So I will need a controller to make that happen for a little bit of data initialization, but that should be fine. No service needed for that. Okay, so I have the install thing. Now I want a route with a controller this time. Like that. install.html, download controller as downloads. Let's call it control. That's something I can, it's always the same, and that's something I can work with then. Cool. Let's do that. And now, I think I might have an empty spec here somewhere, because last time I just added a spec for a directive but didn't do anything. Let's see if we can remove it. Oh, it's even empty. Awesome. Move to trash. I won't even bother adding a spec for that because I know I won't need it. So let's go all rogue here. No, nothing test driven anymore. Yeah, was worth a try. Using Phantom.js, you can probably do a lot, and of course, protractor. So we want a download controller. Use strict and Angular module Qatar's app. Oops. Controller. So it's the download controller. That will probably not need anything except for a scope. And maybe I have to inject it anyway. Oops. Like that. Can you prettify that for me? Beautify. Oops, true. It can't because it's invalid syntax. Here we go. Now it can. Awesome. So, yeah, what do I want here? I think something like download status is open or something. So, scope status is open false by default, and then in the respective view that I should probably add now, view download HTML, like that. Let's start with a Jumbotron. We have that on main HTML already, and I will just steal it. Row marketing. I don't know why it's called marketing. Probably was just added there by default and I didn't remove it. Is there anything related to that? Yeah, there is. I don't know. Maybe one day I will remove it. For now, I will stick to my beloved Jumbotron. And here I would like to have this button. This big fat button for downloads. So yeah, I think putting it into a P is not a bad idea. Like this. Okay. Button default, button LG. It should be a large button by default. And then it's called download. Like this. And then toggle drop down. I think I will just copy this. Nearly. I will nearly copy it. I will just use Control here instead and try to attach it to me. instead of to the scope. This toggle dropdown is that. Event prevent, stop pagination. Interesting, I don't know why that is done at all. And then we set the status open. Well, maybe I go with this open, and then I can copy the code more blindly and not care too much. And I don't know. That's definitely one way to do it. Now I could just go in here and pick out that part of the code, and possibly it will just work if I do this. And yeah, sure, there's an action here that just links back. Let's see. UIB dropdown toggle. Let's see how that looks like. It's already there. Oop. Install HTML. How did I call it? Download HTML. Oops. Download HTML. Yeah, how do I want to call it? Install or download? Let's call this one install, but the page download. Ew. So yeah, that doesn't work as expected. Maybe I have to put it elsewhere. And it relinks it then or something. Simple drop down. Yeah, I think that's the button drop down, right? Status is open, NG disabled. What does it show? Action, another, something else here, separated link. Yeah. So that works. I don't even need the separated link at all. Oh, look at that. I'm missing lots of CSS apparently. Even though I do have the button group stuff. Okay, so maybe I have to move it out of the Jumbotron. That would be fair enough. By the way, does that work now? Yes. Out of the Jumbotron with you. Let's see if that helps. Like so. No, it doesn't help. It's still totally shown. Yeah, does anything go wrong here? Download control is not a function. Oh, that's why, I guess. Argument download control is not a function. Oh yeah, download.js, typical mistake. Don't include it in your index HTML. Okay. Oh, it's all included. Huh? Funny. So I got it all wrong. I mean, not everything, but partially. Good. So I don't need to control it via is open at all. I can just stuff it in there. And be happy. Is open. Is this required at all? No. Not relevant. And I don't think I have to do anything specific. I could even wire it up manually there. No need for... I mean, maybe I will do an ng repeat. That kind of makes sense. Oh, no controller. I could initialize some data here. Scope, systems platforms is OS X. Yeah, you know what? Let's have a little listing here of objects with name, typical thing. Name is OS X. And then the file name, which is, I don't know, let's download it. Oh look, that's exactly what I wanted. Rustlang.org. Let's download the installers. Other downloads. Okay, 1.3. Windows, Mac, and Linux. There we go. They got smaller. That's awesome. At some point they were like 120, 130 megabyte. Now just 84. Cool. How are these called again? Can you show me the download folder? Oh. I wonder why I don't see all of them. I should see all of them, right? At the same time. Open downloads folder. Oh, unconfirmed download, this is why. Okay. Well, I shall wait then. But this one, the Linux one, I can already put in. Foo. And then we have Linux with file name being this without the CR download thingy. And last but not least, name Windows, all 64-bit, of course. At least it's contained in, this information is contained in the file name. So we should be fine. So that's that. Then there's the MSI. Okay. And OS X. Okay. So that's the platforms here. And now I think I'm going to kick that out and put an LG repeat on this one. So ng repeat for DL in, how did I call it? Platforms. Do. So that's the DL name, and the A should be resources. Resources, how is it called? Installers. Let's call it Rust installers. And then the file name. DL file name. Thank you very much. So the other things can go away. Cool. Oh yeah, and DL name should of course be an expression. A handlebar expression. Cool. And of course, that should be renamed to something more useful, like downloads. Boom. And that links to the respective file, even though it's not yet here. Let's make it so. Make dear resources, app resources, Rust installers. And then we can move all the Rust installers there. Rust, yeah. 2 app resources, Rust installers. There we go. So in theory, that should already be downloadable. Let's make it differently. Let's say download and then for whatever. I might even install, put an icon there, but I think that's too much of an effort, considering that it's not really important. And just in case internet breaks down, this is what I do this for, right? It makes no sense to download it or to do this. But if there's no internet, it's useful to have, to be independent of the internet, have a few resources locally in a local network. So download for something, for OS X. Oh, this link didn't work out. For some reason, why did it not? Wait. Is a download link different? Oh yeah, no, it is, sure. You don't want to have this in front, right? And what happens? Oh, it kind of caches it before it sends it, I guess. Takes a long time, but it does work. So it's fine. Cool. Let's kick these away. That is it. Boom. Big fat button, pairing guide, and then the list of cutters with examples. Cool. So it's really about the content now. Awesome. That is that. Let's find some cutters and write some cutters to use, right? Thanks for watching and have a great day.